Hi friends, welcome back to another build challenge in The Sims 4. Today we're gonna be spinning a random wheel and we're gonna be building two separate houses in one. I've got my wheel here and I filled it out with a whole bunch of different styles that can be applied to the interior and the exterior of homes. Let's go ahead and spin and see what we're gonna get for our first home. We get beachy coastal. This is actually gonna work out really well because I'm building here in Tortosa. So I think before we spin for the next one, let's go ahead and build our shell first. So the style I'm gonna be going for while building my shell is gonna be kind of like a townhouse style. So it's gonna have two doors, separate entrances, and I haven't fully decided if I want this to be a full townhouse, like separated on the inside, because what I want to do is integrate the styles. Like I don't want them to be completely different. I want the challenge of trying to like integrate them on the interior and on the exterior. I'm gonna have my townhouse. It's gonna be split, two separate entrances, like half right down the middle. One side is gonna be our beachy coastal, the other we don't know yet. And even though they're gonna be completely different, I want the styles to kind of correlate. We can separate it off like that, but maybe I'll do like an archway in the middle. And then the one side will have one style, the other will be the other style, but we're gonna try and connect them in some way. But I want it to be a very distinct difference for both the interior and the exterior, that this is clearly two separate styles. I'm gonna leave my shell pretty basic for now. Let's go back to the wheel and see what other style we're dealing with today. Spinning for the next one, and we get bookstore chic. Okay, so beachy meets bookstore chic. All right, so I think I'm gonna do the left side is gonna be beachy coastal. We'll do the right side as our bookstore chic. Let's do bookstore chic first because I feel like this is gonna be a really cool style. So I've built up this chimney on this side. I think I'm gonna build another one right here. So I'm gonna go in with a half wall on top. And this is a great way to be able to squeeze in a chimney and make it look a little bit more like custom. I'm trying to roof this side in a way that's gonna have like plants on the top. So I think instead of roofing this front part, we can put a fence. And when I'm talking about bookstore chic, I'm talking about like academia vibes, very much like a library bookshop that's been transformed into a home. So we're gonna see a lot of like get together, maybe some like older style of brick, whereas coastal and beachy is gonna have the blue tones. It's very bright, it's very clean. And the bookstore chic I feel like is normally like a little bit of a darker aesthetic. So it's gonna be really interesting trying to pull this together. Because I know that it's a bookstore, I'm gonna use like a bookshelf as decor. So I'm trying to find one that has a high wall height. I'm thinking this one, or I know there's another one that might reach a little better. Yeah, the Strangerville one is pretty good. So let's use this, and I'm gonna put this together right here and make like a bookshelf wall. And once I have my door and everything, I'm gonna try and make that feature work. I'm gonna check out Discover University for windows and doors because I love lately this like beige color. And I also really like this one. Those two swatches for me are so pretty. And we can use a matching window. So this one I think is probably gonna be our best bet. I can put that up here. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, and it's gonna totally fit my beachy vibe, My Wedding Stories just came out with like this lounge chair. And I remember reviewing it in the video where I was like building with it for the first time and saying that I loved the swatches. So I'm gonna put these over here just while I'm thinking about it for the beachy home. They're gonna be on the patio there. And then this here is where I was thinking we could maybe put some plants. I was picturing some of these ferns, and even if they're kind of like peeking through a little bit, I don't really mind. I feel like if they were actually growing over top, they would probably like fall over anyway eventually. So I'm also gonna go in with these little hedges. They come with tiny little plants on them. This is from base game, and I'm just gonna put those in there, making sure that it's not gonna mess with my like interior, like peeking through or anything. And you know what, before I get too carried away, I haven't even roofed this thing, so we should probably get on that. The roofing I'm a little bit afraid of because if I'm going to be doing them in two different styles, like if I was gonna do coastal, it would be more like shingles and maybe some island living like roof paint or something. But if I'm combining them, I can't really change my roof paint like halfway through the townhouse, you know what I mean? But if I have two different pieces of roofing here, they're kind of connected anyway, and I can bring this all the way over to there so they're looking like they're put together but they're separate. I could probably effectively change this roofing. I don't know to what yet, but I've got my roofing there, and then I can change the other one to something like that. Is that too, that looks okay, right? I was picturing changing it to like one of these trees, but I feel like that would just be a little bit too weird. Let's try the shingles for now. And then I think for my wallpaper for the beachy side, let's try and do just a white siding for now. When I think of coastal vibes, I kind of think of cats and dogs a lot. So I'm wondering if cats and dogs details would look good. I'm going in with this fence, coastal guardian fence from cats and dogs. I am gonna open up debug. So we're gonna go bb.show live edit. Actually, I'm gonna open both. We'll do bb.show live edit objects and bb.show hidden objects. I'm gonna go and look for a vine that I can put up the side of my house. For bookstore chic, I want it to be like overgrown. I really want vines and flowers kind of going up the side of it. I recently found one that I really like, and of course, I can't freaking find it. My relationship with debug is so love-hate. Oh my gosh. And I know the better build and buy mod. I've been putting this off for so long, but I just feel like once I commit, I'll never go back. And I'm just not ready to make that change yet. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. I love how these look. I feel like they just have a different texture than some of the ones that we already have. So I'm gonna use these, and then I'm gonna try and make them look like they're going in a little zigzaggy pattern just up this front part of my chimney. And I think I'm gonna combine it also. There are some flowers from Get Together that have vines on them as well. So I think I might combine that with this here. Oh, that looks so pretty going up. Look at that. I love these. Okay, this looks so pretty. I've got my details coming along on this side, and in the back, I'm also making this little patio. I feel like I need to start coordinating the other side. I'm kind of getting carried away on this bookstore chic a little bit, so let's go over to the coastal side. I really wanted dark blue, and I kind of used a dark blue feature over here. These little flower planters from Discovery University, I like that dark blue, so if I can combine that, maybe I can actually pull together the cohesiveness that I'm striving for. Then we could pull elements down here as well. Like I could go and grab these that I used on this side. Maybe we can get the same like flower planters that we used over here and bring those over. And I think in the back, I want to make another patio. So I'm going to just open this up. I can bring it like that, and then my door can be in there, and it's just going to be a small little like back patio, back door moment. And then since I was so plant heavy on that side, I'm totally going to have to bring the plants over to this side. So let's do the landscaping, and then we can go inside. Okay, so far this is what I've got. This is looking so cute, but also so weird. For my landscaping, I tried to go really plant heavy over here as well. So I've got my little palm trees. I found these in debug. A lot of the landscaping I found was from debug, like this tree over here in the back. But I'm also making these cute little clutter moments. So I did this outdoor patio set with some book clutter and some candles. I also did a seating area over here. So it's really cute. Your Sims can come outside a lot if we're going for beachy and coastal. Hopefully they'll want to spend a lot of time outside. So there's some space for that. Then over here, I have my towel clutter on my chair. This is actually a stool. This here is a bar stool from Perfect Patio, and I placed it not even knowing. So that's not a functional table. I hope your Sims don't try and sit on your lemons. But I don't know. I just thought it was like a nice size, nice height to be a table. I found this sign here in Get Together Clutter, and I feel like it looked really cool, kind of like a library sign just on the wall. I might add a little bit more to my balconies on this side, but I did find this. This is in debug for my wedding stories. Not functional and completely hidden, but I just want to say, why? I've seen people on Twitter talking about this, and it's like the cutest. Found in debug. So let's go inside. I might come out here to decorate a little bit more before the reveal, but in we go. And I've been trying to figure out what to do about this layout, because my first thought was coastal, we're gonna use cats and dogs at white wood, but then it's gonna be really harsh with this over here. So if I bring the wood over to this side, I do want to section this off to have some separation with the archway that we were talking about. And then we could have stairs here. I always put these the wrong way. Whichever way they have to be, my brain puts them the opposite. I cannot figure it out. Okay, and then maybe I could do like a bathroom here, or we could even move it over just slightly, like one more, and then my bathroom can be in the back there. So we've got bookstore chic on the one side, coastal on the other, and then upstairs, what I'm gonna do is just, I think, make a really small hallway, and then I want just bedrooms up here and maybe like a small bathroom, even though the bathroom is like right there. Actually, we might be okay without it. I'm kind of picturing two Sims living together that like don't really like each other that much. Like, let's say they're very, very opposite clearly in their styles and cannot come to an agreement, but for some reason they have to live together. I don't know if that's going to be because of like a work scenario or what the deal is, but our Sims that are gonna live here are just not friends, and they cannot come to a decision, but they have to for some reason. Maybe they are wedding planners that have been sent here on like a 2-year mission, so long enough for them to have to decorate their homes, but not long enough for them to be able to buy separate ones? Question mark. One of our Sims came from like Windenburg or something. They came from Windenburg, and the other one came from Brindleton Bay. So two styles that that completely clash, but they have to get along because of work or school, but probably work. I'm gonna use this dark blue wavestone from Fitness Stuff. I like this because it looks kind of like a natural texture with the wavestone, and I think I can pull it off in both aesthetics. I think I want to start on the bookstore chic side, so let's go ahead and get our clutter, our bookshelves. I want to make a cute little walk-in area here. I'm thinking we use this bookshelf here from Base Game. This is one of my favorites. It looks so old and dusty. I'm gonna put these here. These are nice too because they're, again, long and flowy, but also kind of match my bookstore vibe. I'm gonna use a rug right here and just bring that right by the door, and we need a plant. Ooh, this could be a good fit. This is from Cats and Dogs, so I'm gonna bring that over, make that for my hallway. That mirror maybe in like a brown. So I think on this side, I'm gonna keep it to a study. See, this is making me feel like maybe our Sims are studying something, like studying abroad, or maybe they're researchers. That would kind of make sense. If they're here on like a research mission, then I guess they wouldn't have to get along to like be here, right? I mean, that would suck, but you know, it is what it is. This side I think is going to be extra cluttered. I'm using these little baskets. These are in Debug 4 Jungle Adventure, and they're super cute. I'm gonna have a lot of that kind of material in the coastal side, so I think that's gonna pull everything together quite nicely. We can actually stack them. I've seen people do this as well, where you like kind of raise them up. So they're just gonna fit together like that, and I can just like turn it a little bit. And now we've got the blue. I think since I have the wall space, I'm even gonna bring this up. So I'm gonna do bookshelves all the way up here. We're gonna move my hanging plant a little bit. Ooh, we haven't gone this cluttered in a while. This is really the vibe that I wanted. I've got a lot of get-together furniture in here. I have 2 desks for our research students or whatever. So we're gonna have one there, and then I'm trying to bring it together with like cozy vibes. So I've got this blanket, bookshelves on bookshelves, of course, and I'm gonna use this also as my dining room. I don't know how often they're gonna be eating together since they might not like each other, but this could instead be where they come and do like some of their work. I could maybe put like files or like letters or paper on here or something, books on the floor. Like I could continue to clutter this room up forever. And of course, everything's gonna be fine and functional. It's not too overboard where it won't work, but that is gonna be the one side for our bookstore chic. Now I have to try and make that match on the other side. So since I've got our dining room here, I'm gonna do my kitchen right in this room and like an entry area here. So I still need a living room with like a TV and stuff. So let's do that here. I can do like sectional couches. And the one thing with the coastal aesthetic that I'm gonna be striving for is it's very relaxing. Reminds you of being on vacation near a beach or something. I am worried that it's not gonna be light enough in here. So I really wanna bring in some light furniture. My TV is gonna be in the lightest swatch, my counters, everything. And I feel like we're gonna use a lot of island living in this because we've got like the fish decor, like some of it kind of looks like from the ocean. So I was thinking this kind of looks like a seashell. I was thinking this as well. We can put that maybe when we walk in. I'm gonna do that there from island living, and then on top I can put, I was actually thinking this one as well because it's got that blue and the green. And then if I use plant clutter, we can kind of tie that together. I feel like we need a fishbowl, right? We can put our fishbowl right there. I could probably do another aquarium or something. That might be kind of fun. Actually, let's put that in the bedroom. I'm already thinking ahead here. I'm gonna see if I can find anything to download here. Holy schmo wow on the gallery has great gallery art. Ooh, this one is perfect. I just found this one on that gallery page and it kind of reminds me of waves. So I think that's gonna be our coastal walk-in area. And then over here, what we can do is add the kitchen. So we're gonna have it nice and close to the dining room. It's a big communal kitchen. I'm gonna bring over these curtains again. Country Kitchen has that fridge that matches so perfectly. I'm not sure if it's too perfect. And then we can bring in some counters. Again, Country Kitchen. I do find a lot of the coastal aesthetic kind of has like a rustic theme too. Like when you get into the nautical kind of vibe, you see a lot of the rustic. So I'm hoping I can find some counters that match. I really have to be careful because I have blue windows. So if I come in with too much blue here, we're gonna get mismatching real quick. So for the rest of my clutter in here, I think I'm gonna try and stick to neutrals. This Dream Home Decorator one matches perfectly as well. So I'm gonna put that there right under the window. I might do some like island space here, or yeah, I guess an island. Like if they want to eat, but they don't want to eat together, then we're gonna have an alternative. And I'm thinking we could do cats and dogs for that. How are we looking? Is this very opposite? I mean, I definitely need to start bringing over some of the features from over there. Wait, these are perfect. These could be good for like my stairs right here. They could also be good for a hallway picture. Okay, so we've got our kitchen complete. I've got a whole bunch of things from cats and dogs in here. I used a lot of that stuff to get the theme that we're going for, like that beachy coastal vibe. These over here are from cats and dogs. They're under wall decor, but I tried to use them as like end tables. So I put that on there from Seasons. It's got like towels and stuff in it. On this side, I used a hutch also also from cats and dogs, and a whole bunch of clutter that I tried to pull together the entire theme with. And then I've also done our bathroom in here, which turned out really cute. So I used the Get Famous tub in the corner. I've got a little bit of like plant decor. This here is from Dine Out. It's like this silver boat thing that looks really cool. And what I also did, I used these here from the Sims 4 base game, and then I also used this from Dine Out with that marble material, and then I put those on top, and these are completely functional. This is just a little build hack that you can use that makes your sinks look kind of cool. So that's gonna be our bathroom and our entire bottom floor. Now all we have to do is go upstairs and do some bedrooms. Let's do the bookstore chic one first, and I think I have to play around with this hallway layout a little bit. Wait a minute, it just hit me. I just had the idea. I know what the Sims do that live here. They are marine biologists. Traveled here, the new island of the world recently discovered in the Sims 4 world. They are researchers here to research marine biology, and they just happen to hate each other. My God, how would they ever survive? I normally wouldn't put these things on my wall, but if they're marine biologists, I mean, they probably want to see the fish. So I've got the fishies on there. We have a little coat rack. This is just our hallway leading into the other one. And this is like a full combo of the styles, I feel like. Let's do bookstore chic first. So we're gonna go in here. Let's go ahead and get some wallpaper. I've been really wanting to use this dark vampires wallpaper. I think I'm gonna use that. We can still keep the blue in here since it's already a theme. May as well like roll with it completely, like see the full thing out. I might do that bed from the industrial loft kit, and I want to hang these on the side. So I want this to look like they're hanging over the canopy here. It would be cool if I could do it on this side too. Wait, what if I like tried to get that on this side and just like shrunk it and then raise it so it's on the metal? I think that could be so pretty. I love that. And then on the side, they have those little jars hanging there too. I'm gonna use some candles just because they remind me of Windenburg. This sim is from Windenburg, so we've got those. I'm gonna get a mirror here, and then we can put the rest just like clutter all over this thing. I always like to have just one sim that's a little bit more on the messy side so that I can over clutter. So this is what this bedroom ended up looking like. There's so much clutter on the floor and like under the dresser. I added a frog and this blue crystal, which I feel like stands out maybe a little bit too much, so I'll delete that. But this is what it looked like. And now that we know that they also are marine biologists, I figured I may as well just like incorporate the two styles anyway. Clearly the sim is gonna have a hobby in fish life. So I've added the pictures here, which look a little bit more of like the academia vibe with that frame. And then of course our main feature is our bed. I love this little hack that we did with those blooming rooms kits curtains. I love that. We're gonna go over and finally finish off our last bedroom, which I'm gonna use that white flooring for, but I do want to keep the warm kind of vibe that I've been doing throughout this entire house. So I'm gonna find a blue wallpaper. This bedroom is also a lot bigger, so I can do my bed right in the middle. Let's do the island living bed because at this point I feel like we have to do it. We could also do the island living curtains in here. Like these are some pretty swatches we could use. I really like this single hanging ones like that. And then that could maybe look cool on both sides of my bed. On top of my bed, I know Romantic Garden has this like window thing, a lattice. So I'm gonna breeze this up and put this potentially above my bed, like right on top of that. Since we did something special for the other bed, I feel like we have to do it now. But I don't know what color, maybe just like the regular green. I'm gonna use these end tables from Eco Lifestyle, and then on here we could do some nice like fish clutter. We're definitely gonna have another aquarium over here. It kind of fits really nicely in there. Or what I could do is push it over and then get Dream Home Decorator shelving and kind of build around it like this, and then it can be a built-in closet or like built-in storage space. That looks so cute actually with the blue and the green color combination going on. Okay, I think beachy coastal bedroom has my heart, but then downstairs the other side I think I prefer. But for this bedroom, I think it's so cute. I've got lots of those turquoise and blue kind of tones. I don't normally use these like flip-flop lights, but they're definitely in here for the beachy vibe. My favorite part has to be our aquarium and closet combo. Like that is just so freaking cute. I don't know actually if I have a dresser in here. I was gonna say technically that would be it, but that doesn't count, does it? Please hold. There, I swapped out the bookshelf with that dresser there from Cats and Dogs instead, and now we can add some clutter up here too. There, this is so cute. Okay, I'm going to finish this house off. We're gonna do our walkthrough, and then that is going to be it for this build challenge in The Sims 4. So here's our Sims all moved into their new home. Here they are just sitting there enjoying the heat in Tartosa. This is what the outside ended up looking like. I think we pulled off the mixture of the two styles pretty well. All things considered, it doesn't look too out of sorts in my opinion. This is what the back ended up looking like. This is the inside of the beachy coastal aesthetic home. I think it looks so cute and cozy in here. Our Sim is going to lounge, hang out in the living room. We've got the kitchen with all kinds of cats and dogs decor. And we've got our bookstore chic aesthetic, which kind of reminds me of of like dark academia. This is totally my preferred side of the home on the bottom floor. We've got so much clutter in here. Our Sims are gonna have a great time doing their research. Upstairs, we've got our fish tank. We've got our cluttered hallway, our really adorable bookstore chic bedroom. I feel like this one is, I don't know, I'm so torn. Let me know which one you guys like the best. We've got this side for our clutter. And finally, we've got our beachy coastal bedroom upstairs. I definitely like the color scheme of this one, maybe better than the other, but I'm still torn. Let me know in the comment section down below which one you guys prefer. And that's all I got for you guys for this build challenge in The Sims 4. If you liked the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.